Sanity. Welcome back to Lenz Comic Corner Classic Lesson Known Classics. This is episode number 2277 and Doubleshot number 2171. I have two Batman related trades for you. Yes. First up, from Black Label, we have Joker / Harley Criminal Insanity. This collects the entire 8-issue limited series along with the Secret Files of this book. Yes, the Secret Files for Joker / Harley. Now, the thing with this book, of course, yes, it's Black Label, it's hardcover. Now, the writing for this book is done by Kemi Garcia, art by Marco Cyan, Jordan Brower, and Mike Mayhew. The cover art is done by Francisco Mantilla. Now, now, Joker in this book is not the regular Joker. It's a guy wearing makeup. Now, the characters in this book are some of them are based upon real life people. Yes, I don't know why. Now, in the case of let's say Harley, for example, I'm not sure who she's based on, just by sheer appearance. Jim Gordon himself looks quite young. You mostly have her consulting. Now, there's no Batman in this book, surprisingly. Yeah, we have a death. Apparently, this book's version of Poison Ivy commits suicide. Yes. By the way, Harley has an obsession with chasing after the Joker. Now, the Joker in this book is a guy who wears face paint. Yeah, apparently there's also this series murders. They get basically people get sewn together. Yes. Yeah, it's like this is a book where the world has no Batman. Aside from that, kind of a version of basically like James Gordon, Harley, Jeremiah Arkham, Joker. But it's weird they have Harley be a consultant on these cases. We also have a version here of Victor Zsasz. And yes, Victor Zsasz, who is depicted as the same he is in the regular universe. A serial killer puts time marks on his body. Yep. And we see his boy who basically puts on Halloween. Yeah, and this guy his kid turns out is not his kid. Apparently he has no idea who his father is. So, and of course, an autopsy, and here's the Joker. Yeah, this guy is a Joker. It's like basically they base his look, I would say mostly the face, on appearance-wise, reminds me a lot of the Heath Ledger Joker without the tattoos. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. Yeah, so apparently Harley's mom doesn't like the fact she's wearing red lipstick. And I'm like, why does she hate red lipstick? Oh, because she wants to look like a whore. So, Scarface Raw, just because she wears red lipstick? That is so stupid. Really stupid. Yeah, and then of course, oh yeah, let's out basically two guys who might be gay. People, and then of course you have Straight Razor. He tends to basically carve him up for no reason. It looks like a version look like Calendar Man here and of course we have basically cuts in this guy using a straight razor. Yes. Why are you shaving? Don't know, it just feels like it. Why is Joker chasing that? Why Harley chasing up a Joker? Never explained. Yeah, of course, it's like opposite now. When they show a teacher in this book. Now, look at this teacher. Does that look like Danny Glover to you? You're thinking, Danny Glover? Yeah, from Lethal Weapon. Yeah, I'm not sure why in the world that the artist had to draw him in this book. Now, in the case of this kid here, he looks a lot like a young Mark Hamill. Why does it look like this? Who the heck freaking knows? Yep. So, You read this book, like, okay, so Gordon, Harley, Joker, where's Batman? Not here. Yeah, there's no explanation. Of course, you have. I'm not gonna show off all the grotesque bodies because it'll vomit, and basically, this video might be demonetized showing gross imagery. There's an image in this book of like a woman who looks like has her arms cut off, and has basically drawers put in her after death and a throat slit, based upon a statue of something similar to this. Yeah, apparently the serial killer is doing this just to find basically like. And they open drawers up, there's guts inside or key. It's like. I'm basically trying to describe it in the less gross detail possible because a lot of this stuff basically, it's like having really good artwork. It's very much a mature book. Nudity is very mild in this book. I do love the artwork of this book. Yeah, this kid's still going insane because he got caught with a girl. Yeah, he got pushed over. Yeah, then he proceeds, yes, like, who's their father? Don't know. Then, of course, basically, yeah, he gets killed. Now, Jim Gordon is not, looks like he may not be the commissioner. He may be just a detective. Yeah. Yeah, we have basically have these various names, like, you have John Kelly, Lamb Lowry, Sean Tate, Rich Avocado, James Mathis, Sean Byrne, Danny Shannon, James Shannon. Yeah, it's like they just put these random names in here. First, we have Mick Kelly, who's arrested, and then we see a version of Ragman in this story, all in Victor Sass. Yes, Ragman. So apparently, we have Joker as a serial killer. We have various letters in here. It's a very interesting book, and of course you have this guy who slowly turns into a Joker. Not confirmed if it is. But overall, this is a pretty good book. I would only recommend this book to people fans of Batman and who like crime dramas. That's most what this book is here for. It is interesting that we have this book, but you might be curious though. Is there any like encounters between Harley and the Joker? Toward the end of the book once. But that's it. It's almost like this book was meant to be longer. And I think this is also the longest running of the Black Label books I've read to date. 8 issues, which is interesting to say the least. I'm going to give the book a 9 out of 10. Yeah, that's something interesting though, because you ever encounter basically a Black Label... Actually, I think it's the second longest because Batman Catwoman is also that same length too. Yeah, there's also Swamp Thing. Yeah. I'd say at the time this was released, this was probably like the second longest book under the imprint. Was currently the longest? Well, these are the longest running ones so far. The Last God, which is 12 issues. Rorschach Strange Adventures, also 12 issues. Batman Catwoman, Nice House Lake, Human Target. Fables, Danger Street. So I'd say, yeah, this is the second longest. Actually, no, the third longest. Because there's American Vampire 1976. Yep. But we're not done yet. Nope, not done yet. So, next up we have is Pennyworth. A mini-series focused on Alfred Pennyworth. Yeah, where it's basically his time with MI6. Apparently his codename was Watson, so it's a bit of like a James Bond-esque book. And then we jump to present day in the book, where he's basically held captive by a version that looks like Holmes, and where she turns against them. Then she's working in the book. I thought that was kind of weird. And they have running into cagey beast in the story, which I thought that was interesting. The past that was quite interesting. The writing of this book is done by Sean Brian Wilson, working on by Juan Guidon. But that's most what this book is. It's mostly put a promotional piece for the Pennyworth TV show. But from what I can tell of this book, this is set during the continuity of, well, the current one anyways. Yeah, but this is a really fun miniseries, and I do recommend it. I give this book roughly give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. I enjoyed it. I especially love seeing Cagey Beast in there. So, yeah, so that's it, particular view. I'm going to rest my voice a bit, and then I'm going to do 2 more comic corners, and may call an eye after that point. Okay, next view.